So continuing on with the conversation from the last few days about high rep training and the most optimal rep ranges for strength versus hypertrophy versus aerobic, whatever the case might be. So I've been kind of looking into it last night and today. I was looking at some cyclists, some hill climbers, and the cyclists that go in a circle in a stadium, aerodome, I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about, with the speed bikes that go in circles. Some of those guys and girls have humongous quads, humongous lower body development, and I'm pretty sure they do more than 5 reps, more than 10 reps, more than 50 reps. They pump those bikes around for hundreds of reps. So it got me thinking. I did more research I watched a couple of videos and read some stuff about muscle fiber types, type 1, type 2, type 2X, 2A, whatever it's called. And everything that I've heard was basically that as a barbell lifter, as a strength athlete, you want to focus on, 2 and 2A kind of fibers, because those are the bulkiest fibers and those are the ones that are going to give you the most power and strength. Then I watched a couple more videos that talked about how there are some muscle groups in the body which are predominantly one type, and very minimal amounts of the other type. So for instance, our soleus is predominantly a first muscle fiber type, so like the slow twitch fibers, type 1 or type A, whatever they want to call it, the first type. And so that muscle is very resistant to fatigue. So to train that muscle, you got to go into like 50, 100 reps and beyond. There are some other muscle groups around the body, and according to your genetics, you're going to have more of one or the other. We all know those people, we've seen them on the internet, the guys who do 1 to 5 reps and they put on mass like it's anything. So you could bet your bottom dollar that they're predominantly 2A or 2X muscle fiber types. For me, I've done 150 odd days with very minimal rep work, basically not more than 5 reps ever, and I haven't put up much muscle mass at all. Sure, there was a bit of an increase in muscle mass when I first started it, but that kind of dissipated within the first 2 weeks. So I've been the same size ever since. So without doing a muscle biopsy, I can safely say that I'm not predominantly a fast twitch fiber kind of guy. I played basketball, I played soccer as a youngster, and as I was developing, I was basically teaching my muscles to be fatigue resistant. So that's kind of what I guess I grew up playing. I never touched the weight, like I said to you, until I was an adult. And there is some discussion, some debate whether you can actually change your muscle fiber type within a muscle. The split could be 50-50, 60-30, whatever the case might be, 60-40. So that kind of led me to think, okay, so I've seen soccer players who are jacked. I've seen all sorts of athletes who do more than 5 reps on the field who are absolutely jacked. Then you see these cyclists. How do they train? Do they just do barbell reps up to 5? Their sport predominantly is hundreds of reps, right? I've seen cyclists with incredible calf and quad development. So I'm sitting back and I'm thinking to myself, if the name of the game here is hypertrophy, why don't I do some of the things that they've been doing? So I started thinking about that, and today I decided to do something that I've never done before. So I decided to do super high reps. When I say super high reps, I mean super high reps. So I'm doing the back squats today only. I decided not to do front squats. It was all back squats. I walked in here and I took the barbell, put it on my back, and I squatted it for 50 reps. So no weight on the bar. You can say 20 kilos, which is the barbell, and I did that for 50 reps. I can safely say to you guys that my quads wanted to blow up. The pump was insane. 50 reps with no weight, basically. So then I took 40 kilos on the bar, so 10 each side, and I did that for 40 reps. So I did 50, 40. Then I did 60 reps for 30 reps. 60 kilos for 30 reps. Once again, I'm having a hell of a workout so far. My legs have blown up, and I feel like I'm gonna vomit. I've now got 80 kilos on the bar. I'm aiming to do this for 20 reps. Now, if that was the only thing I was doing today, that would have been an easy 20 reps. But because I've already got a nasty pump in my legs and nausea creeping in, this is probably going to be a fight as well. So you're going to join me here. I'm doing 80 kilos for 20 reps. Let's see how this goes. All right. A bit scared. actually, but let's get it going. Well, that's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Because 20 reps maybe is... 20 reps is in with my realm from before. Whereas anything above 20, I haven't done at all. So, oh God. It's actually the easiest one so far. By the way, I've been doing like 5-minute rests in between each set. This is bloody hard work. I don't know why. I never thought to do this before, but I've never felt a muscle get destroyed like this on my body before, for a long time at least. And I haven't even touched 100 kilos yet. So it goes to show you, man, if you just get the damn reps in, you can get a hell of a workout. If you go back to what we were talking about before, about muscle fiber type, if you're always, below 10 reps, 10 below, 5 below, whatever you're doing, you're basically never tapping into the slow fibers, the fatigue resistant fibers. So you're basically missing out. Throw in your genetic makeup and your, distribution of these fibers, and who the hell knows what's going on. For all you know, you might have 20% fast twitch fibers. 20%, that's it. You know what I mean? And here you are doing sets of 5 by 5. You're missing out, man. My quads feel incredible, man. So pumped. So, food for thought, really. Just consider it. Consider doing high reps. I'm gonna load the bar up and I'll do 100 for 10. And tell you what, man, the workout's real quick if you're doing this sort of shit. You can't last. This is what bodybuilders usually take 30 minutes to train, because they do this sort of shit. No rest in between sets, high reps, just complete destruction. Man, brutality. Brutality. I'll tell you what, man, these, you know, high weight reps, sets are so much easier. They're doing just an empty barbell for 50. That seems to be harder than what I feel like this is going to be. I just feel like my slow twitch fibers are just so undeveloped. You know, if you're thinking about being a weightlifter, you're thinking about squatting a lot of weight, how does it make sense that a freaking cyclist has bigger quads than you? Does that make sense? You know, I've seen, there's this German guy, I don't know what you guys have seen, I don't even know what his name is. He's got like the biggest squads in the world, man. That's what it seems like. Look up on YouTube, just type in German cyclist massive quads and he'll pop up. He does back squats, he does, you know, barbell work. But he's one of those stadium cyclists, I don't know what you call them. The ones that go in circle, I've mentioned before. It's basically all sprint work. Basically sprinting for the duration of the match, of the game. You know, Tom Platz, do you remember Tom Platz when he did 23 reps with 550 pounds, 530 pounds, something crazy like that? You know, if you want quads, if you want hypertrophy, do hypertrophy, right? Like, this idea that you're not going to get stronger with a set of 30, set of 20s, it's bullshit. Another good resource to listen to when it comes to optimal rep ranges is George Lehman. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's a big dude. Deadlifts like 900 pounds or something. He's been kind of out of the game for a little bit, so his videos are old, but there's a lot of gems there. He talks about how he trains his athletes, what he recommends for hypertrophy, for strength. You know, set of 20s is not something that's foreign to him. All right, let me get this 100 kilos for 10. Oh, just standing up seems to be hard. Man, that's some hypertrophy right there. Yeah, that's easy, man. Easy work. Feels like I'm not even training, really. Oh, man. Be interesting how heavy I can get with all that volume behind me. Because if I can get 180, right, why not do volume work? Because if you think about it, oh man, if you think about it, like all the volume work is done, the slow twitch fibers, and now with this heavy weight, I'll be doing the fast twitch fibers. You know, the power fibers. If these things are actually a thing, you know, some people don't even worry about, you know, thinking about fiber type training. You just bloody put in the work. My rationale for doing this is, you know, why not? Why aren't we? Why are we so restrictive with strength training? You know, I'm happy to say now the Bulgarian training where you just do 1 rep, you do like nothing over 3 reps, whatever they did, nothing over 5 reps every day, for multiple reps a day, multiple sessions a day. I'm happy to call that bullshit right now because there's no way you're going to put any mass on unless you're using gear. It's not enough of a stimulus for the muscle to grow. I don't care how heavy the set is, the rep is. It's impossible to put in like proper muscle mass with just one rep. And I'm watching my son wee in front of me. He just took his pants down and started weeing. He's got wee all over him. Oh Lord, distractions. So, let's load 120 on the bar and do a set of 5. So hopefully you guys get motivated to actually do this type of training as well. It'll be interesting to see what you guys have to say. One-handed. So that's it. Right, set of 5. Alright, I reckon I can get 140 for 5 as well. Just keep doing 5s until I can't anymore. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. Can't straighten out my legs, man. Actually, I can't bend my legs. Oh shit. It actually feels a little bit easier to get out of the hole at the bottom when my quads are so pumped. I feel like the muscle just wants to extend by itself. The leg is just extending on its own. Whew, what a session. What are we, 18 minutes in? I don't think you can do this every session, obviously, because it's so damn hard, man. But once a week, I think it's definitely doable. Alright, let's get 144. Set of 5 here. Не to rad. Ne veš šta mi je to. Slunce. Alright. 140 for 5. At least that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. I don't really trust my legs at the moment. Jelly, to say the least. It was easier to get it up. Oh. I've got a lower back bump as well. It's fair to say I'm not going to be failing today. I'm not going to do the 1 max rep thing. That's asking for trouble. Alright, let's put 160 on the bar. Let's see if I can get this for 3. I think 3 is reasonable. I don't want to say 5 because jelly legs, man. Alright, wish me luck. Oh God, that's heavy. And that's it, folks. It's not that my legs are giving up, it's my core. Real instability in the core. Anyway, that's it. Try a session like this out, let me know what you think. Alright, catch ya.